Commander?
We're gonna see if Halsey can learn to speak Guardian.
I'll have a briefing for you by the time we reach Sanghelios.
See you planetside.
So, you wrote a target dossier on the Arbiter when you were with Oni.
That was 6 years ago. What's your point?
You recommended assassinating him.
After he killed millions of our people,
So why didn't you?
things changed.
The Arbiter is engaged in combat. We will escort you to him.
Locke. Planet's deep in civil war. If this all goes sideways.
I understand, sir. It's not my first mission that doesn't exist.
Good luck, Spark.
Arbiter has united the keeps and formed a new alliance, the Swords of Sanghelios. With Arbiter's victories and the death of Jewel Dama, the Covenant remnants grow desperate. They have begun an assault on Vadam lands, targeting Arbiter specifically.
Well, that's not really a surprise, is it, considering he's the leader of the Swords of Sanghelios.
Free to plan and kin, Spartans. Marquis out.
Marquis, I look forward to meeting you.
Impressed. Arbiter has females in his ranks. War has traditionally been a male's job on Sanghelios.
Aye.
What are those buildings over there? Sunayon.
So before I forget, hello everyone and welcome back to Halo 5 Guardians. I am AutomaTitan and today we are on the planet I've always kind of wanted to see. We are on Sanghelios. We are on the homeworld of the elites, Arbiter's homeworld, and we are going to be progressing in, well, we're going to be going into the Arbiter's territory, and we're going to be expecting to encounter those who resist the Swords of Sanghelios, even though the Swords of Sanghelios are the better option for the remnants of the Covenant. Honestly, Jackals, Grunts and Elites, you really should be siding with the Arbiter. He is the rightful king of your people, and he has done so much for you. He came back to this planet, and he, from what I can tell, tried to rebuild everything that you had lost, and yet you are in a civil war with him because you were on side with the Prophets, even though they tossed you out of the Covenant. Well, they didn't really throw you out of the Covenant, but they replaced you with the Brutes. So I really don't understand why the elites decided to stay loyal to the Covenant after that point. Perhaps it's because they didn't really know what else to do after they had sided with the Covenant for so long, but it still wasn't a good choice. The whole thing with the Covenant was a lie, and they lied to the elites, the Grunts and so on and so forth for so long, and Arbiter figured that out along with along with a substantial amount of the elites that were in his company, but unfortunately, it seems that a lot of elites did not share that viewpoint, and as a result decided to stick with the Covenant regardless of how detrimental the Covenant were to them as a species. And Locke, what are you doing? Get your head out of an arse. Okay, so moving on, we are in a little bit of a civil unrest right now, but that is purely down to the sheer fact that we are on a planet that is plagued by civil war. We could, or we could run past it, which is arguably the better option. I like the idea of running past everything, but it's not always the most ideal option. But even though it might be, well, it's the best for time, it's the best for saving time, certainly. But in terms of safety, it's possibly the weakest option. Anyway, this is level 8. And I said to myself earlier on this evening, because I've recorded all of these on the same day, I said to myself earlier on this evening, right, today I'm going to record 2 episodes of Halo 5. Yeah, I'm on episode 8. Good job, Titan. Good job. I'm also, at this point in time, I don't know if I'm just going to stop tonight. Let's see, it is currently almost 3 AM and I am here on Sanghelios trying to help the Arbiter, or, well, I say help the Arbiter. We're going to be going through Sanghelios and getting our hands on a Guardian, and then following the Master Chief and trying to get him back to the Infinity. So, yeah, and with that being said, in terms of the amount of productivity I've had this evening, well, tonight really, I don't think I'm going to stop until I finish the game, if I'm completely honest. And it has been so long since, unfortunately, it has been so long since I have had a game just...
Sangheli burial prayer. A warrior at birth, a warrior in death.
I've lost my trail of thought because of Vale. Shame. I think I was saying something along the lines of, it's been quite some time since a game has managed to hold my attention for this long, which is fantastic. Aye.
Agreed. Time for payback.
The cabin opens up here.
Snipers on that ridge ahead.
Oh no. No! Nightmare fuel! Nightmare fuel! Is that a beam rifle? I will gladly take that. Although... do I want to snipe the snipers? Yes, I do. Sniping the snipers. Right, that is 1 sniper down. I believe I already managed to murder and revoke the life of another one. I really for half a second thought that grunt was a hunter, which is a gross misidentification on my part. When could the Covenant do that? You either dropped him from orbit, which I already knew you could do, or you teleported, which is a thing I wasn't aware you could do, and it is also a thing that you shouldn't be able to do. No! I'm okay with the Forerunners being able to do the teleporting thing. I'm not okay with the Covenant. Yeah, I'm not okay with the Covenant being able to do it. It's not right. I shot you in the side of the jaw twice and you lived. Your armour is glorious. Right, lob a grenade. Those 2 jackals should die to the explosion. Okay, only the one of them did, but I have now upgraded my weaponry to a needler, which if I'm completely honest, is a weapon that I very much like. And it is one of those weapons that the Covenant possess that can quite easily down the Master Chief, Locke, and so on and so forth. But they never seem to realise that fact, and as a result, they mostly give the needlers to the low end of the Covenant hierarchy, and as a result, the weapon rarely, if ever, nets any positive kills, so it will never be upgraded into the hands of elites, brutes, a hunter would never use a A hunter would never use a needler anyway, as a hunter already has a much more glorious set of weapons. I mean, for one, it's got an arm that is dedicated to being a shield, and for two, it has an arm that is dedicated to being an anti-person cannon. Well, we don't have a phantom. They have a phantom. They have a phantom that they brought in from nowhere and decided that they're going to do horrible things to us with it. And by that I mean they're going to drop off many elites, many covenant, well, many covenants, many elites, many grunts, many jackals. I am hoping among that list though, there are no or very little amounts of jackal. Is that... Oh, I thought when I just quickly read the weapon... Oh! I don't even know what just happened there. And I didn't get the chance to turn and look at the preview screen to see what happened. Because when I looked at the preview screen, it was just a completely white screen. Which is not a thing you want to see. Okay, speaking of the Covenant... I'm somewhat surprised that the buzzards, the bug dudes, haven't made a appearance. I like the bug dudes. They are fun to fight, and that dude had a lock. Right. I know that we've managed to withstand being stabbed before, but I'm going to be honest. We need to be nerfed if we can survive that. We should be outright murdered. That's an orbital drop shot. Orbitally dropped pod. Okay, words are hard. Words are very hard. Where is the dude with the sword? I've decided I want to claim his weapon. Fireteam Osiris. A dude with a sword came out of nowhere and stabbed me. There he is. Everybody focus your efforts on downing this elite. Vale, don't you dare stab me. Don't you dare stab me. He wanted to stab me. He wanted to shove the energy sword where the sun doesn't shine. And I thank my team for not allowing him the opportunity. I don't want an energy sword up the bum. Not only would it hurt, it would burn. I don't want a burnt arsehole. You're on the wrong side. All of you, you're on the wrong side. I'd offer you the chance to side with the Arbiter, but I don't think I have the power to do that. Even though the Arbiter is an ally, you have been killing his men.
They've already got the Arbiter beat.
If we lose the Arbiter, reaching the Guardian at Sunayon gets complicated.
Yes, it does.
This is pre-Covenant Sangheli ruins. They were already ancient history before humanity built the pyramids.
Covenant flying in.
Act casual. Maybe they won't notice us.
Covey seem convinced they can win this thing.
If they kill the Arbiter, they'll be well on their way.
Yes, they will. Maybe this is probably why the Arbiter couldn't help Chief in Halo 4.
The Elder Council chamber. Maquis said the Arbiter was there.
Right, that's where we need to get then. I'm sorry, brothers. These were the swords of Sanghelios' men, and they are all deceased. Oh, I love grunts. I love how naive grunts actually are. Grunts! Hi there! I see. So, let me get this straight. You and your plasma pistol specifically are going to be known from one side of the galaxy to the other, and yet the second I show up, you shout run away and proceed to do so. Yeah, grunts are awesome. Grunts are truly awesome. I love grunts. They might be pathetic, they might be weak, and they might be the easiest of all the Covenant or alien forces to kill, but they're adorable, they're incredibly naive, and I just love them for that. I'm sorry, grunts. I will call him Grunter. He will be my pet grunt. Leave Grunty alone, team. Leave Grunty alone. Oi! I've claimed one of your grunts, okay?
Got it, Maki. Spartan, clear the shipmaster and landing zone.
You killed Grunty!
Spirit inbound.
Why did you kill Grunty, Vale? Why? Go away, Vale. You killed my pet grunt. We were going to use him to clean the Infinity.
Clear the area, Osiris.
Vale, because you downed Grunty, I'm sending someone else to pick you up instead of myself. Then again, I rarely do the pickup duty on this. I generally send the AI to do it, so nothing new there. But still, hunters, we've fought many times before. I'm going to grab this sword and... Vale, Buck, Tanaka, I need a bit of assistance here. Buck preferably. Or Vale. Hello, Vale. Right, here's the plan. You're the distraction. I'm a stab one up the butt.
On it, Maki.
Team, you're meant to be the distraction. I'm not the distraction here. You are. Right. Let's go for it. No. Okay, that worked. Wasn't the plan, wasn't the official plan anyway, but it was the plan. I am kind of curious as to one thing. If everything goes sideways, what is Locke's secret mission? Squad, need assistance here. Do not punt Buck. Do not punt Buck. Good hunter. Good hunter. You can be trained. You could perhaps become one of the UNSC's guard dogs. That's right. I'm offering you a job. I'm offering you a job aboard the aboard the Infinity. My squadron clearly don't like that idea, but if you had survived and maybe killed all three of my squad, I would have hired you as my personal guard dog. Admittedly, you would have been expected to, as do I.
Covenant reinforcements move on the Elder Council chamber.
I like what I'm seeing.
We'll clear a path to the Arbiter. Just be ready for extraction.
I shall await your signal.
I like what I'm seeing. This is my mantis.
Move, double time. Covenant, on me, Osiris.
Hello, Covenant. I am AutomaTitan. You are all deceased. I'm in a mantis. I'm having a nice relaxing time. And there's one of the first generation of the Covenant Carbine. The Covenant dropships. Sorry, dude. I did not mean to shoot you there. That's a Wraith. I love the design of the Swords of Sanghelios Wraiths. I'm not going to launch my rockets because we have dudes nearby. But that Wraith looks awesome. And Buck, I didn't know you could pilot a Wraith. I am happy. Can we sprint in the Mantis? No, we can't. Can we do anything with left bumper? No, but right bumper is a stomp. Grunts.
The Elder Council chambers are on the far side of that courtyard. Hurry! We have lost contact with Arbiter's forces.
I'm going as fast as I can, Mackie.
Arbiter out of there.
Let's get him out of there, indeed. Come on! Come on, Wraith! I am AutomaTitan and I am in a Mantis. I am also on the floor and being crushed by my Mantis. Let's try that again, shall we? This time, we will not get crushed by the Mantis. Who's in that Mantis? Is that a random elite in the Mantis? That's glorious! Right, here's the plan this time. I'm going to walk up to that Wraith. I'm going to stand on it. I'm going to repeatedly shoot the Wraith with rockets, with my machine gun, and I'm going to stand on it. Okay, this time my plan had worked. Well, had worked. My plan has worked, so that's good. That's an improvement over the first time, and this time we are going to actually make it over there to the location of the Arbiter, and we are going to bring him home. We are going to help the Arbiter, and I'm sorry, Mr. Hunters, but unfortunately for you, I'm in a Mantis, and Mantis are glorious. And Mantis is a... Mantis I? Mantis C? I don't know. I'm just going to say multiple Mantis. That doesn't even work. Words are hard, everyone. Words are hard. I'm not getting involved. This is all... Yeah. You're hired. Don't even know who you are. You're a random elite, but you're hired. Keep the Mantis. It's yours now. Okay, we've got some more Wraiths to deal with, which isn't exactly the greatest thing in the world, although we can deal with him accordingly as we have built-in missiles. Unfortunately though, it does look like they have access to heavy artillery weapons, so I may need to be a bit more careful. I'm in the chamber. I'm effectively in the chamber. Just open the sodding door. Look, I understand that there are Covenant forces outside here, but I need that door open so I can aid the Arbiter in his fight against whoever he is fighting.
We'll get to the Arbiter soon. Standing by.
Stomp. Covenant forces, stand down. I am Spartan Locke.
Council chamber. Get in there, now.
This isn't good. They're sending as many elites into the fray as they can to try and stop our efforts. No, you won't smash me. Vale, English please. Just because you have a sword, Sanghelios, doesn't mean you can down me. If anything, you shouldn't actually try to take on a... You shouldn't try to take on a Mantis with a melee weapon. Arbiter! Arbiter!
Eyes on goal. Arbiter! Ready for extraction.
What is the meaning